Okay. Alrighty. This needs to get closed on my end. That's with that later. Boop. Boop. Gonna close Discord. Gonna open up, well, I guess turn on the PS3. Gonna have to open up a program today. Okay. That's Discord out of the way and everything. Do I want that? Maybe. Oh, that's that. Yeah. Okay, no, I'm good. Alrighty. Make sure the controller is connecting properly. Go ahead and swap over to that. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well today. Hope you're having a good week. I'm doing pretty well. I got an achievement today that I was working towards for a while. I won 75 skirmish matches in a RTS today. Working towards that achievement. Heck yeah. Um yeah. So okay. Are you not getting That's weird. Is that not working? Is there a cord loose or something somewhere? Interesting. Hmm. Um, Let me turn it off and turn it back on again. That's usually a good idea if something's not working. Otherwise, I might have to reset the display settings on the PS3. There's a way to do that through the power button, I think. I've had to do it a couple of times. Yeah, okay. Let me look up how to do this again in a minute. Let's see. PS3 reset. Yeah, what? Yeah. Turn it off and then just press and hold for 5 seconds and it'll reset the video settings. Cool. That usually fixes this type of issue. See if it fixes it this time. Okay. Otherwise, there might be like something that's not being powered or something I gotta plug in better. Entirely possible. Okay. That's plugged in fine. Uh, Not that, is it? No. So, okay, let me see if I can find the failure point here. Gotta be my favorite part of technology when it just stops working randomly. Okay. Okay. Turn it off, turn it back on again. Try again. Hmm. Ah! Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, it's just one thing after another with this PS3. Uh, I got the video settings to work, but now the Bluetooth controller working, so I have to pull out a regular DualShock 3. Figure this out in a minute. Alrighty. Yeah, that's fine. Let it boot up a minute, and then I'll reconnect some wires around a minute. Okay. So it's booted into the main menu. Let me go ahead and put that in. Let me plug in things so the capture card works again. Hopefully. That there. Okay. And then come on. Let's go. Oh, okay. Um it looks like huh, I wonder if it's the splitter. Okay, hold on, let me check something quick. I'm just trying to find the point of failure right now. Because if I just directly plug my PS3 into the monitor, it works. But there's something between the PS3 and my capture card that's getting in the way, where it's not working properly. So, gotta troubleshoot a little bit here. Um, okay. Let me see if I can like remove. Is it the capture card having issues? Maybe. Well, let's see here. Uh, studio mode. So it's not receiving anything. Mm-hmm. So it's still not receiving anything. What if I turn it off and turn it back on again? Because you know that's worked the first 2 times. I would tab over to the actual, like, main scene, but there's nothing to see right now. I'm just troubleshooting this real quick. Boy, this takes me back. I haven't had to troubleshoot like this since, well, a couple of years ago. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I need a different splitter. I've always had issues with this one. But then again, I'm, like, using it for a very odd purpose. I don't think it's the splitter's fault necessarily, but certainly isn't helping. Okay, so let me go ahead and try this one more time. So let me go ahead and set this up where, like, wasn't there, like, some trick to this splitter or something? Like, if you have the input in first, it works better or something? I'm trying to remember what the gimmick was for that. Oh boy, I love it when the first 12 minutes of stream are tech-related issues. Yeah, it's always been kind of finicky trying to capture from the PS3 and PS4 just because they have copy protection. So, okay. That's not working. Okay, what else can I try? Okay. Let me see if I, like, set up the video options and then swap over to the capture card. If that works. Yeah. I don't know. I guess if this doesn't work, we could, I don't know, do something else. I could find something to do to pass the time at least, but I'd like this to work, obviously. But anyway, let me turn off, turn back on again, blah blah blah. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, if this doesn't work out, I guess what would be the next step then? Well, today is Thursday, right? So if it doesn't work today, I can find something else to do today for like a couple hours, just hang out. I got something that I've been working on off stream. I could work on stream a little bit. Working on 100%ing a game, I could just mess around with that for a couple hours, hang out. Um, and then I could figure something out. Either I could get the capture card working again, or I could figure out PS3 emulation before next week, probably, if I had to. I'd prefer not to do that. I have the PS3 right here. I have the game. I'd rather just, you know, play the game that I have right here physically, but if this is going to cooperate or not. There might even be a way to take off the copy protection, maybe, if I soft mod the PS3, which is possible. I know it's like possible to soft mod a PS3. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Could do that if it can remove copy protection or record protection or whatever. Okay. Well, now it's not even showing up to the normal display. Let me give it a few more tries here. Um, get it working. And then I guess after another 5-10 minutes here, if I can't get it working, we'll figure something else out a minute. Put this on hold for now. The other thing we could do is we could double check and see if it's like one of these chords. What is my most likely point of failure? My most likely point of failure is the HDMI cord directly connected into the PS3. Yeah, okay. Let me go ahead. And the goop, yeah. If I can get the PS3 with the capture card working, it's not functioning properly for some reason. You know, because it functioned properly on Tuesday, so why would it function properly when I try and turn it on again on Thursday? I'm gonna go grab a different HDMI cable, see if that's it. Be right back. Any PS3 Platinums? No. I got close on. I might have gotten close or platinumed KH1 and KH2 at one point when I originally played through them. I think those playthroughs are actually some of the first things that got uploaded to the old VOD channel. But that was on my first PS3, and that one died of a common error. I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's a relatively common error, and it just wouldn't work properly anymore. So I had to get a second PS3, and I couldn't transfer over the save data or anything. So and then for this one, I haven't played it as much, obviously. Same with Birth by Sleep. Actually, did I play Birth by Sleep on here or not? I could check that a minute. I got, I, I got fairly. I didn't even finish Birth by Sleep, to be honest with you. I did a lot in Birth by Sleep, but I just didn't bother finishing like the last fourth chapter. Like I went through the chapter with like the basic chapter with every character, but I didn't do like the last chapter of Aqua, who's the last character you play as. He has like an epilogue extra chapter compared to the other two. Okay. Yeah, no, I got caught up in trying to work on Probably. If it's turning on green, but you don't see it on the screen, turn it off again, and then press and hold the button, and it'll reset the video options. That's what I'm doing here a little bit, is I'm pressing and holding the button, and that'll reset the video options. So it'll try and find like HDMI or AV or whatever you have it hooked up to. That can sometimes be an issue. If it was on like one type of screen before and you switch it to another one, sometimes it has issues. Okay, so I swapped out the HDMI cord. Okay, cool. So I was able to at least get it working on my actual monitor. But yeah, with Birth by Sleep, I just got caught up doing the endgame grinding before moving on to the last chapter, like trying to get everybody's best weapon and everything. And I think I did, but yeah. Sorry, what's the question? Switch into a screen? Well, I do have two monitors. Yes, I do actually have two monitors. One older one and one newer one. I got a year or so ago. That's better. But anyway, um, I'm just trying to get it to work on the actual monitor itself, and then swap it over to the capture card because the capture card wasn't working before either. So yeah. Well, for me, I've actually for funsies, I've messed around and like plugged it into like an older AV uh TV before as well, like an old CRTV, so using the AV cords. So I had to do that. Sometimes it just does that randomly too. Like the settings will just get funky. It probably happens more for me because I'm trying to mess around with like capturing it and everything. But yeah, that's something I've had to do. Okay. So I've got it working on the actual TV. Let me see if I like plug this into the capture card if it's gonna work properly. Okay. So saying no signal, and then if I go to the main scene, no video. Okay. Just double checking that. Okay. Well, what if I turn it off and turn it back on again and try reset the video settings with it connected to the um capture card? To be fair, like I'm extra complicating this, where it's a bit of extra complicated because both the PS3 and PS4 have like copy protection or something on them, where like you can't capture, or is it just called capture protection? It might be just called capture protection, where like they don't let you capture the video from them directly, so I have to like pass it through like a HDMI splitter that you usually use in like for random whatever, but here I'm just using it to bypass that because it gets rid of that off the signal. So I'm wondering if that's where my point of failure is that splitter. Okay. Let me try something. Let me go grab an Xbox 360 a minute. Xbox 360 does not have copy protection or anything. So if I just like plug it into the capture card, I can double check and see if it's the splitter a minute. If so, I can get another splitter off like Amazon, or I can make sure I get a decent HDMI cord or something. And then if it's not that, then at least I know it's not that and I can go from there. Worst case scenario, I have to get a new capture card. I could also get that off Amazon, but it would be a bit pricier than just like a cheap HDMI splitter. Be right back. Okay, I went and grabbed the Xbox 360 I used to play Bakugan Battle Brawlers. So let's just run it through normally. Let's do the exact same setup, except for instead of the PS3, we're gonna do the Xbox 360. Oh, hey, cat. Yeah, sorry. I'm having technical issues right now. You can go lay down on the bed if you'd like. Let me take... Oh, no, you went out. Okay. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go let a cat out real quick. Okay. I guess I don't really need a controller. Unless we end up just doing background or something today. I don't know. We'll figure out. If this doesn't work, once I know what's the problem, if I can't fix it today, I might have to buy something to fix it. Um, then I'll figure out what to do for the rest of the stream. We can just hang out and play something else for a couple hours. And then I can probably get it fixed by next Tuesday. Not the end of the world. But, annoying. Okay. So it's not going... So the Xbox 360 isn't showing up. Let me try and bypassing the HDMI splitter a minute. I'm going to just plug the Xbox 360 right into the capture card without using the HDMI splitter. Okay. Hmm. That's not good. Okay. Let me try unplugging and replugging in the capture card. Now I'm worried that's that's the issue. I don't know. Thank goodness I'm such... I don't know. I'm just thinking... I don't know. It's kind of fun to troubleshoot something. I'm weird. I know. It is annoying that it's on stream, but it is kind of fun to troubleshoot something. I just hope it doesn't end up costing me money. Whatever it is the problem. Okay. Let's just leave the Xbox 360 on. Let me unplug and plug back in the capture card. That's on. And we bring up the... That. Okay. Hmm. No signal. Interesting. The Xbox isn't seeing an HDMI. The Xbox is still in like standby mode where it doesn't see like an HDMI place to put out output to. It doesn't see a video out, basically. Because it'll sit kind of in standby mode until it sees a place to output video to. So let me plug it directly back into the TV again one more time. Okay, that works. So plugging directly from the Xbox or the PS3 into the TV works. So I can narrow down that it's not necessarily the PS3 or the Xbox 360 or the TV that's having the issue. Same with the cord that's connecting them. Okay. So now what happens if I just plug this the Xbox straight into the capture card or the HDMI from the Xbox straight into the capture card? And then I got to plug the pass through into the TV a minute. Okay. And I'm not getting anything. Okay, let me go ahead and unplug and replug back in the capture card one more time. Nope. Hey, okay, I got it. All right, cool. So the capture card is now working with the Xbox 360. Okay, so the capture card is now working. I think I just had to unplug and replug it in. So now let's see if it'll work with the HDMI splitter. So get the Xbox 360 working with the HDMI splitter. We'll just work our way backwards. So if we can get the Xbox 360 working this, then we can try it with the PS3 again. Okay, cool. So it's working with the HDMI splitter. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let me go turn off the Xbox 360 real quick. Sorry, I guess I gotta show you what's going on here on the other screen, but just take my word for it. Unplug the Xbox 360, move that over to the side. I can put that away later. And then grab the PS3 again. Okay. So I'm hearing it. I don't see it though. There's a sec. Hey, there it is. Okay. So we go over here. Capture card, deactivate, activate. Hey, there we go. Okay. Okay. Look at that. It only took 36 minutes to figure that out. That I had to unplug and replug back in the capture card. Took like no time at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and image add, yes. Start scanning. Add the wireless controller. Cool. I can disconnect this one. That controller. Can still use the other one. Great. Okay. Interesting. It also reset the background. The background sets something. Whatever. I had it set to like one of those Kingdom Hearts games. Oh yeah, you asked me if I have any trophy. Let's see what my trophy collection is on this save file. Or on this profile. Oh yeah, I do have one platinum. But it's for a game that's literally just watch a bunch of cutscenes. And then it looks like I played Rechain of Memory somewhat on here. Yeah. I remember. I think I did a playthrough of that for either on stream. Oh yeah, I got through a little bit of The Last of Us. Tried Ni no Kuni. Did a good amount of Kingdom Hearts 1 on here. Got like 75% of Kingdom Hearts 2 on here. That's about it. Everything else is just me putting games in to see if they work or not. Alright. But speaking of games, is there no game in here? There's no game in here. Let me go grab inFamous 2. Sorry, inFamous 1. inFamous 1 and 2. I have inFamous 1 and 2. Let me put in inFamous. Okay. Well, now that I've stalled enough, let's get into the game, yeah? Yeah, maybe I should consider getting a new capture card. But kind of expensive. This one still works. I just had to unplug and replug it back in a couple times. No biggie. No biggie. Anyway. All right. Where were we? Game? Hello? Oh gosh darn it. Right. This controller isn't considered player 1, so it won't work. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Even though I already disconnected the other controller. Wasn't console gaming supposed to be easier? Aren't I not supposed to spend 30 minutes trying to troubleshoot something so I can get it working? Okay. One more time. Okay. Now is it gonna work? Yeah, it is. Alrighty. Where were we? Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this side mission, and then we'll do the next story mission. Sounds good. Here, we just gotta keep going north. Okay. Can I get to... There we go. All right. Ah. I hear a dead drop somewhere nearby. Yeah, it's like really close. I think it's up here. Ah. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Grab that. Thank you. Yeah, up on top of a building like this is relatively secure and isolated. Oh, hello. Somebody's not happy I'm up here. I got one of those gun turrets nearby. Hey, buddy. Oop. Oh, man, I was going to suck all the life out of him. I'll just do that to his buddies down here. Look at this. You guys seeing this? Oh, so good. Nah. Where's he shooting me from? There we go. Okay. Are any of you guys still alive? If not, I can go find a pedestrian. There we go. Get a quick top off. Alright, where's that side mission? Oh gosh, darn it. Where am I getting attacked from? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Great. Yeah, you fall down to your death. Oh, this again. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. Alright, what building? This building. I can see some of them already. Gosh darn it, who's shooting at me? I'm trying to do something up here. Where's the other one? There he is. Oh, he brought a friend. There. Okay. There's another one. What POI is it like trying to get me to look at? Is there like a report going on I should be watching or something nearby? Or I think it's just trying to get me to look at this building since it's the one I'm supposed to be messing around on, but I'm already on it, so. Okay. 3 out of 12. But yeah, do you have a bunch of games platinumed on your PS3 then, Jeppo? To be honest, like even for the Xbox 360, which I played, way more of, I don't have too many games, if any, platinumed on that either. Or, 100%ed. Was never really a huge priority for me as a kid. Still isn't as an adult either. I don't know. If I wanted to play a game, I just wanted to play it as, like, I just played a game as much as I wanted. Sometimes I was up 200%, but usually it wasn't. And a lot of the times achievements and stuff aren't 100%, they're 150%, I feel like. Where it's like 100% the game and do this, like, mundane random task of, like, kill 100 enemies with, like, X weapon or X takedown or whatever. Or beat this mission within, you know, X amount of time or whatever. Which, I mean, some of those challenges can be fun, but some of them are just very tedious. Or, like, do a whole extra playthrough of the game on the hardest difficulty, or do a whole extra playthrough and do the other route or whatever. Like, sometimes you don't always want to do that kind of stuff. Not all games are worth that. Hey, Union. Sorry, I didn't see that you said that. I don't know how long ago you said that. The first 30 minutes were just trying to figure out internet, or not internet, but tech issues. The PS3 wasn't playing nice with my capture card. In the end, I like detached everything, reattached everything, tried it with the Xbox 360. Um, Turns out I just had to unplug and replug back in the capture card once or twice, and it worked just fine. So, but we got there. Okay, so I'm missing two. Probably up higher. But other than that, doing okay. Doing okay. Got an achievement earlier today I'm pretty happy about because I've been working towards it for a while. Um, RTS game I've been playing on and off for a while now. I got 75 skirmish wins total. Pretty happy about that. I got the last version of that is to get to 100, so I'm in the last. I'm at 3/4 of the way on, total on that, and then the only thing I have left to do on that game is beat it on the hardest difficulty and beat some of the missions on a par time or whatever. Might do that at some point here, but it's not a huge priority right now. I'm just happy that I got that achievement for the 75 wins because I was going that for that specifically because I saw that I had like a few left to get to that earlier today, so I did a few matches against the AI. Anyway, okay, that's that side mission done. Let's head over to the next story mission. Looks like we gotta go over to Zeke's roof a minute. Where are these guys? Probably fighting the cops too. We're probably also gonna shoot at me. Cops gonna shoot at me? No? Okay. What if I just throw a checker grenade at them though? How's it going for you, Union? Oh, no XP from that? Well, at least it pushed me farther towards the evil karma. Yeah, it seems like you're kind of locked to karma, max amount of karma one way or another by story time or by story stuff. Yeah. I think well, I just had the Xbox 360 plugged in. I think I'm at 25K right now. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do. Voltaire. Okay. Well, looks like we're heading over west. Yeah, there's 3 major islands, each with, like, one major arc of the story. Let's head over to the next story mission for now. Again, I'm still looking for that power up from the story mission that lets us get around easier, so probably clean up some of the side missions after get that one a bit more. But yeah, we'll probably get through. It'd be good if we could get through this first island today. Yeah, at that rate, we can get through this in a few weeks by the end of November. Yay! No, we'll probably get through it a bit faster than that. Hopefully. See. Not sure how long it'll take. I guess it depends on how many of the side missions I want to do on stream and everything, too. Probably want to do all the side missions. Guess I could do some of them off stream, too, though. It's not a big deal. Main thing is getting the story done, obviously, on stream. Yeah. It is interesting, because, like, it is one of the earliest, like, open world games of its time. The Xbox 360, PS3 were like the first consoles where you could really do these big open worlds on console. Same with like Assassin's Creed and stuff. I have Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 for the Xbox 360. I plan to play them at some point, either on stream or off stream. But I've never played them, so. Okay, no worries. As long as you're enjoying yourself. Stay as long as you want. The good stuff. We're at the dollar store. How good could it be? Alright. One new batch of powers coming up. Yeah, I hope you have a good rehearsal. And concert, obviously. Oh, finally. Okay. Yeah, now we can grind across the power lines and train tracks. Thanks. Appreciate it. Make getting around a lot easier. Nice. Oh yeah. I'll probably mess around with that some later. But thanks for reminding me. It's Thursday and I still have to do a couple of things before we start before I go back to the game on stream on Sunday. Or Saturday, sorry. But yeah, I could do a couple things. Guess I'll do that tomorrow probably. Maybe I could use some of it tonight though. See. I got something else I gotta do tonight first. One thing is, whatever. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I don't know if I want to talk about it on stream. It's a bit of a personal thing, so never mind. Never mind. Brr, 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 brr. Bit. Man, the lighting in this area is just so good anyway. So good. So good. I got a you. Oh, hello. Almost fell. Yeah, it is weird playing with like the evil powers and like being able to get a top off um after every single fight, pretty much, from sucking enemies. Definitely makes some things a lot easier. Yeah. Like like fights in general feel a lot easier when I'm playing on like with the evil powers. I guess I could turn it up to hard as well, but eh. Which is surprising to me. Maybe it's because we're in the first area still. We'll see if it's still just as easy once we get to the second and third area, I guess, with the upgraded enemies. Nice. Power's back on. Okay. I like how the first level of... So, Cole's appearance changes slightly with every level of Karma. But the first evil one, you can just see like veins and like dark stuff all over him. Kind of funny. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a side mission right here, but there's also um story mission right here. Let me do the side mission first, I guess. Yeah, it's right over here. Oh gosh darn it. You gonna keep firing at me? Yeah, you are. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. Sorry, what did you want? Yeah, I'm an even more deranged maniac. Why is he walking away? Okay. Oh, I gotta get all these three of these guys before they can, and the supplies that they're carrying. He's out of range. There's one over here, right? Yeah. Nice. One left. Cut through this alleyway here. But yeah, I'll just sit and like do the Gallica thing while I'm doing other stuff. It's not a big deal. Or the hey listen thing, I guess, right? Yeah, I don't play as the evil guy too much. I think I'll flip a coin for inFamous 2 as well. See if we go good or bad. I'm fine with either. For Second Son, I'll actually like make choices, but for the first two games, I've already played through them, so either getting a chance to replay with like different set of powers, or at least slightly different powers, or um, playing the good boy ending is fine too. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Whatever. All right. Is this gonna Edith of the Pizza? Oh, is this a pizza advertisement? Game Lot Pizza, or is it Camelot? Mussolini's Revenge, only $10.99. I think that was supposed to be overpriced back in the day. Now I'm not sure. Dan next. Ground news. Big screen sponsored by. I do like the in-game TVs. They're fun. And having like the live action stuff on them is interesting too. Mock, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can mess around with that. I'll make a note of that and try and mess around with that maybe tonight or something. Let me write that down real quick. Okay. Train mission, right? Yeah, I remember this one. You can either hang out on top of the train or whatever, or grind alongside it. All right, let's get this junk out of the way. All right, that'll work. Oh, right. This, yeah. Found it. How to get back up there. Oh, on Earth. I am one of them. I am him. It's me. Ah, they stopped the train again. Forgot they stopped the train. Surprised how much of this game I still remember. See how much I remember of the second and third island, I guess. Come on. Did that knock him off? Oh no. He's not shooting at me at least, so take that. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, because we're evil, it starts to affect his appearance. So he's starting to get a little grimy. He's got like the black veins or whatever starting to pop up on the back of his head. There's another one. Where? I think that was it. Or did he just mean another one of those? Oh, let's see if it gets if we get back on the train. Does it move? It does. Nice. Okay. And he's firing at me. Okay, there we go. Nope. RPG. Got him. Okay. Oh, more of them. Or a couple grenades their way. More down on the street. Got an enemy conduit as well. Nice. Got him. Ah, another one. Okay. All right. Hop down here. Get rid of that box thing again. Destruction effects are pretty decent. Like the pillar just being destroyed and stuff is pretty nice. Cars blow up and everything. There's that gas station earlier that's just kind of something you can accidentally blow up or intentionally blow up. Hello, how's it going, Double A? Yeah, yeah. This was an early PS3 game, wasn't it? Relatively early. Hmm. Gosh darn it! I was trying to take a sip of water a minute. Did they stop it again? Okay, back down we go. I do like that you one of the first powers you get is like basically the superhero jump. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. I did not see that coming. Yeah, so do I. That's what I've got. Uh, I got the collection, so 1 and 2, with the first PS3 I bought, when I bought it off somebody, as my first console back in high school with my, my fast food money, my fast food job money, I should say. Oh gosh, another one. How many more of these guys you gonna throw at me? That it? Okay, that's it for now. Where's the box? Where's the box that we have to zap? Up here? Hmm. Maybe it's supposed to just get back on the train? No, I see it. Okay. Never mind. I see it flashing. There we go. Personally, I like the first one better. I remember liking both a lot when I first played through them, but I guess now I'll have a chance to look back at them again on a second replay through. Oh gosh. Turret. Gotta get these blockages off the road. Oh gosh. Hello, buddy. Oh, that's the conduit. Come on. I need some energy here. Ooh. Alright, there we go. Oops, sorry. Well, I'm evil, so I don't care. I'm supposed to be evil. I'm not supposed to be apologizing for accidentally hurting civilians. There we go. Alright, back on the train. I'm doing pretty good, Azra. How are you doing? Yeah, this train... Oh, is there a box I have to zap? Okay. I thought the cars was the only reason that we were stopping. Okay. When did the Reapers climb up here and, like, post all their, like, logos all over the train tracks? Oh, this game? It's a very good game, yeah. This and its sequel are pretty good. I haven't played too much of Second Son. I recently got it, so I thought it'd be fun to replay 1 and 2 and then go and play Second Son after that. I guess there's also Festival of Blood, which I didn't play um, back in the day as well. Huh. This cutscene is different if you're heroic or evil. Yeah, I didn't play it either. I'll actually have to buy it since it was included in the inFamous collection, but as like a download code. It's only $5 nowadays, apparently. So I looked it up a bit ago. Um, You have earned a trophy, Evil Train. Ah, yes, Evil Train. Oop, train's running again. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, okay. All right. Where were we? Right. The train was indeed evil. It killed me. All right. Oh gosh. Okay, we have to run back over there. Wait, didn't we do the side mission? No, don't tell me you have to. All right. Well, let's. All right, let's get over there. Did it auto save back here? Do we have to do the train mission again? No, that can't be right. All right. Well, let's get over there a minute. Oh. Okay. All right. I have to remember I'm not the only one on the train on the train tracks anymore. Okay. Watch out for traffic. Okay. All right. Yeah. Did you guys see that what was it, that evil Thomas the Tank Engine horror game that came out like a year or two ago? Choo Choo Charles or whatever. It actually looks decent. It's like very much an indie horror game that doesn't take itself too seriously, but it, like gameplay wise it looks kind of fun. Okay. Let me go do that side quest then, since it's right near the next main quest, and then we'll do the next main quest. Yeah. I'll probably clear out all the side quests before we move on to the next island, but or all the side quests on this area before I headed into the next area, but should have been manning the turret. You would have had a better chance. I like rats. As soon as I get rid of one of them, more of them show up. All right. Oh my gosh. Where is he? Is he like all the way? He's all the way up there. Ah, got him. Okay. What? Animation? Hello? Well, you doing? Oh, okay. Went to go suck a guy and got stuck on the bike rack there. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Looks like we got to get on the roof for this next one, so. I think there might be a dead drop nearby. Yeah. Looks like it. Like over on this roof or something. Hey, bye. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if I ever found all the dead drops. I think I missed like 2 or 3 on my first playthrough. You are on videotape. Ooh, I'm famous. All right. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Yeah, parkour, run around challenges. Be a lot more fun now that we have the um ability to grind on rails and stuff. Nope, missed that one. Got to get some height again. Oh, he shot out that sign. Yeah, that's cool. Like I was saying, some of the destructibility in this game is pretty good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I messed up. Took too long to get back all the way up there. Might have also taken the wrong route, I think. Oop, nope. Okay. Ooh, ooh, come on. No, come on, Cole. Grab it. No. Gosh darn it, Cole. Okay. All right. What if I could just go this way? Oh, I can just jump over to this building. Okay. That's a lot quicker than going across that and that. Okay. Oh. How do you guys feel about audio logs? I feel like they work in some games and not in others. Like I remember enjoying them in like games like oh shoot. Now I'm blanking on the name. It's not Mass Effect that I'm thinking of. It's Underneath the Water, BioShock. Yeah, BioShock. There's another game that's right around from this time period. Also with a very similar trajectory in terms of sequels. Like having a good first and second one, and then like the third one was kind of and came out like way later. With inFamous having 1, 2, and then Second Son, and then BioShock having BioShock 1 and 2, and then BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite's okay. Its story is kind of nonsensical. It tries to do time travel, and you gotta know what you're doing with time travel if you want to do time travel. Otherwise, it just gets confusing and weird. Alright, back over to the main story quest. Now that we're all the way away from it. I guess I'll keep an eye out for blast cores or whatever on the way over. Speaking of, like there's one right over here. How many more do we need for or blast shard? Oh, hey, that was another battery core. Nice. Yeah, gotta make sure I find a bunch of those so I can get the bonus when we go over to inFamous 2. It is cool that they do that. It's always nice when games in a series or have like some sort of carryover if you've played the first game. I feel like I've had this conversation before, but yeah, it's much less of a thing nowadays. But back in the day, especially around that PS2 era and stuff, um, it was much more common to have like, hey, you bought our previous game because you have save data for it. Thank you for playing it. Here's like, some goodies at the start of the game or whatever. Thanks for being a loyal customer. Yeah. And I said this before, but I think it's probably because like save data is like less of an actual like object, if that makes sense. Like what am I grabbing onto here? Okay, whatever. Um, when you look at like the PS2 and like the GameCube and stuff that had like entire screens for their save data. Same with the original Xbox. Um, it's like an actual like part of the UI of the main menu and everything where you can like go in and they have like little animations for like looking at all the save data and everything. It's not just like here is the file structure. Uh Here is all of your save data. Would you like to copy it over to a USB so you can move it onto another console or whatever? I don't know. Maybe it's somewhat like that. Maybe it's also somewhat that just kind of fell out of fashion for whatever reason. But yeah. It's kind of weird. I tried to look up like what all carried over and stuff and I couldn't find a really good answer. I had to page through like a bunch of old forums and find answers. It wasn't like written down anywhere of like what carried over and why. But it seems like it's tied to trophy data. So there's a trophy for getting like um 1/4 of all the blast shards in the game. And if you do that, you get like an extra blast core in the second at the start of the second game. And then if you find 50 of them, or like half of them, you get 2 of them. And then if you have a good or bad save file from inFamous 1, you can carry that over and get like a starting level of good or evil karma at the start of the game. Um, and then if you've beat the game, you have like a completed save file. You get an extra 1,000 XP at the start of the game for inFamous 2. Not anything like super huge. I guess the only thing that's kind of interesting is the last core thing, because it changes the max amount that you can have, you know, in the game. But yeah, nice little bonuses. Speaking of XP, I haven't actually checked my XP in a minute. I know I'm ignoring enemies. I just don't want to deal with them for right now. Oh, I have a 3,000. I should spend some. Let's upgrade our lightning bolt. Yeah, that's like our most used weapon. So, should we do a side quest while we're over here? Probably. I think this is like one of the last missions of the island. So, well, we could always do the side quest like after we've done all the main quests for this area. Keep working on those blast cores and stuff. Oh, let's just do the main quest. I spent 30 minutes trying to get technical stuff working today. I'd like to keep working on the main quest, so keep that moving along. I can always do side stuff off stream if I need to. Like go and find all the blast cores or whatever. Or blast shards, I should say. Sorry. It's different between games, so I keep messing up which is which. Okay. Gosh. Man, I'm so glad that we're having this conversation with our ex and not our actual girlfriend. Yeah. I think I remember this mission. If I remember, it's also not a super fun one. I don't know, the ones with goop where you have your max energy like limited, especially this early in the game, are not super fun. Just because, you know, you're limiting the player's energy, and especially if they haven't gotten enough of the blast shards to increase their max energy, it can be a real detriment. Although it was less of a detriment on the first mission, where that's a thing, because was evil and I made somebody else turn the valve and got gooped. Yes, ma'am. Oh, grenade. No, I have to get up here and like interact with it. Oh yeah. Okay. Hello. Oh, is that an evil option? It might be the evil option. Am I supposed to do that? Alright, whatever. It didn't show up as, like, me doing an evil action, but whatever. Maybe now that I know that it's a bad thing to do, it'll be evil if I do it. What are every day? Oh, I was trying to read that. Nope. I'm supposed to... There we go. No? Grenade? Hello? Oh, did I just kill him? Oh, gosh. I just got myself killed with my own grenade. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, Stalker 2 came out. I don't know if you guys are interested in that at all. I played Stalker 1 a good amount. I got like halfway through it and then the game glitched out and I literally, a quest NPC glitched out and I couldn't finish the game. So I kind of stopped after that point. I don't know, the Stalker series is interesting. I'd like to play it more, but, um, you know, haven't gotten around to it. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to blow it up. It says disconnect it. They're like, hee hee. I'm evil. So I don't care about that. But playing as the good guy makes this so much harder. Just what the doctor ordered. Like, genuinely, it makes it harder. This mission much harder. It's like I said, every time you get tar on you, you lose max energy. Making life easier for me. Ah. Maybe you should do something for yourself for once. Not my problem. I don't know. It feels weird to. Oh, that's right. The people covered in goop like will try and attack you. Like, yeah, I haven't been noticing because what the heck? What's going on there? Get some of the goop on me or something? Yeah, the people covered in goop will try and attack you because they're being controlled. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, I didn't play through as the bad guy the first time, so it's interesting to see all the differences. Um, and like, I don't know, it feels odd to be honest with you. I don't know, it still feels a little uncomfortable. I like being liked and being a good guy, even if it's in a video game. But it is interesting to see the differences. I don't think I'd ever do it on a first playthrough, but on a second playthrough, it's kind of fun, yeah. Especially with this game, because this game does a pretty good job of like making your actions like influence your surroundings. So like people on the street, will like have different reactions, and you can see the differences in the town and in Cole, and like cutscenes and everything. So because they have the karma system, so they're pretty. We have our main villain. But yeah, being the villain can be sometimes satisfying. Like I said, it's pretty interesting how much easier it makes like missions like that. Okay. Okay. What do we want to do? Mm-hmm. Do we want to go and do some side quests on the way over to Zeke? There's no more evil side quests for me to do right now. Quite a few side quests to do. Let's just keep going with um the main story quest for now, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, I think you mentioned something about like also Web of Shadows. I remember seeing like all the marketing material all around like Web of Shadows and stuff. Um, it does look like a pretty interesting game, to be honest with you. Maybe, yeah. I wouldn't say no to it. Although after this, I think we're gonna go back over to well, once we get through the series, we're probably gonna go over to Yakuza and then DMC. So, oh, stash mission. Let's see, where'd you stash this, buddy? In a corner next to a billboard in that central plaza area. Yeah, I seem to remember this stash location. Let me grab this blast shard that's over here a minute. You seen this? Although I'd have to look into if it's available, like how it's available. if I'd have to go and pick up a physical copy for like Xbox 360 or something. Or if it's like something I can just wish list on Steam and eventually buy on sale or something. Let's see. Blast Shard's up here. There we go, got it. Are you shooting at me? But yeah, although to be honest with you, if I was gonna play a Spider-Man game, it'd probably be Spider-Man 2, since I still have that for the original Xbox. I played a lot of that as a kid. I got to the final boss as like a teenager and I still couldn't beat him, which is where I left off as a kid as well. I like to beat it one of these days. It's a fun game. Ah, probably up there. Yeah, because the picture has it next to a billboard, so. It'd be funny to go play Spider-Man 2 and stuff for the original Xbox and then like compare it to you know, Insomniac's Spider-Man 2 and stuff. Or like the Insomniac I think it's Insomniac, right? Who's made the recent Spider-Man games. It'd be fun to compare it to the recent Spider-Man games, basically. Although another superhero game that's kind of in the same genre would be the Batman games, like Batman Arkham Asylum and stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of these, like those types of games. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's head towards the next story mission. Oh, there's a blast core down there. Blast shard. Blast shard. Blast shard. Okay. You scared? How's it going? I don't know. All those games seem pretty good. Played Ultimate on PS2 as well as the movie based ones feature Tobey Maguire with Shadow, Shattered Dimension, others. I seem to also remember Shattered Dimensions, yeah. Yeah, I think I own at least like the Batman Arkham games, or at least the first couple of them on Steam. So that'd be kind of fun to do. Wouldn't be opposed to doing some more of those kind of games that I haven't tried. They're on the list anyway, so. Yeah. Kessler is the guy that we saw in the last cutscene, the guy in the white robe, by the way. The game's gonna tell us that soon, but I might as well mention it now. That's why the mission was called Nemesis Revealed, because that's the first time we meet Kessler. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. John F. Kennedy. I feel like those quotes uh hit a bit harder when you're trying to be the good guy. Like try to be a better man as you're trying to, do all the good choices or whatever. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to hear his take on that stuff. Like, obviously, he's kind of being kind of conspiratorial, but like in a world like this where the CDC has like armed forces that it deploys to enforce quarantines, yeah, maybe he's right. It's just so funny to think about the CDC having like armed forces to enforce quarantines after like COVID and everything. Oh, 10-minute reminder, Union. You have to get going here soon for your rehearsal. Jarrett, you need to get a friend. You need to get some better friends. Appreciate the compliment, but you really should get some better friends. I'm just a guy on the internet, Garrett. All right. Nice. Free pizza is always good. What's the line from Big Hero 6? There's nothing better than free food. Unless it's moldy. Oh, there's a blast car nearby. Well, I think I moved the router to a good spot. We haven't had any internet issues since I did for stream. So hopefully that'll be true on the weekend too. See how that goes. But it'd be nice if I could just cross that off of the list of worries for the most part. Like it hasn't had any slowdowns or anything. We haven't like I think I've had yeah, like we haven't had any disconnects. So looks like the new router's working. And the new location too, so glad that is working out. After I spend a lot of time messing around with that, so yeah, it definitely helps the quality of the stream when it doesn't go down every like 10 minutes. Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, I hope you have a good rehearsal. Good luck with your performance on Sunday if I don't see you on Saturday. Although I probably will. Get out of the way, cars. I love I can drain a car's battery as they like drive by. Woo! That was destructive. Find a car battery to drain. Oh, even better than car battery. Tasty, tasty human life force. Okay. Back into the sewers we go. Nice. All right. So what do I think about? What do I think about what? Give me a topic. What do I think about what? Precision power unlocked. Charge up the electrical box. Hold. Oh, it's a precision bolt. Gotcha. This will be useful for sniping enemies from long distances. Family. I don't know. All I can think of is that um, Fast and Furious meme when I hear family. Family. Family is kind of a luck of the draw kind of thing because you're born into one. You know. You know. They always say you can't you can choose your friends, can't choose your family. It's really nice if you can get a family that you really enjoy being around and stuff. But you can definitely end up with family that it's hard to be around. But I think it's like one of the biggest things that can like go right in life is getting born into a good family. And I don't mean like they have like a lot of wealth and stuff. I mean like a family that you like being around and stuff and like takes care of you. Yeah. Genshin Impact got released on Xbox yesterday. Oh, cool. I got the console release. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah. I think I played a Genshin Impact for like all of 5 minutes on my phone one time around the time it came out. Didn't work too well on the phone. I was like, eh. Looks like it also slows down time with precision mode, but it also takes up more energy than a normal bolt. Charge that one over there. Oh, I gotta run over to it. Right? I think that's the one it wants. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my family. I enjoy most of them. I think some of them are a little nutty sometimes, but you know what? I'm sure they think I'm pretty weird too sometimes. So It all evens out. It is kind of interesting. I'm getting to that age where some of the, my family members, like cousins and stuff, are getting married. So it's kind of interesting to see like who they're dating and stuff. So far, that's been a bit of a mixed bag where it's like, you like some of them, you don't like some of them, but some of the people they marry, but not your life, so. Oh, it's the one down there. My bad. So they're entitled to date whoever they want, marry whoever they want, even if you think it's a mistake. You know, at that point, everybody's adults, so they gotta live with their own choices. Not to be too dramatic about it or anything, but that is true. Like, you get to choose who you marry, you get to choose if you don't marry, all that good stuff. But generally, I like most of my family. Both close and like long relations. I have a relatively large family for well, by American standards. It's probably not anything unusual by like some culture standards, but I have like a lot of extended family that lives around me, so I get to see a lot of them. Oop. Like I know all of my like first cousins and stuff. And I've grown up knowing them for like a long period of time. No, no, it's not Greek size, but it's fairly large for an American family. And like we're all pretty still close by, so I've seen them for like most holidays growing up. Like all of my like first cousins and even some of my second cousins I see like, for 4th of July and like some bigger holidays. I think what is it? Yeah, one family, um one of my aunts and uncles, they have 7 girls and 1 boy. Poor guy. Do I owe you guys? I don't know if I owe you guys a thing. Anyway. Um I guess there's a side quest right here. Let's do it. I seem to remember this one. I've heard of it, but I've never watched the whole thing. Ah, there we go. Man, that takes a lot of energy. All right, where's a pedestrian that's been injured? You're lucky. This is the only time I'm doing this. Um, Melee the Marked Reaper. Okay, going over this way. Grab that blast shard on the way over. I know. I think it's nice being able to know all your cousins and stuff, if you can. It'll be interesting to see like how many people like stay connected and like still go to like holidays and stuff the bigger we get. Blow up a car? Well, why didn't you say so? I love blowing up cars. That should work. Okay. So I have to blow more cars. Okay. That's 2 cars blown up. Hope nobody was in there, by the way. I'm sure it's fine. And if not, I'm a bad guy. I don't care. No, I think I. Oops! I accidentally killed the photographer. Oopsie. Oh, okay. We just start back over at the car thing. Okay, we don't have to do the first 2 again. Like the photographer's still just hanging out, taking pictures, doing his job, I guess. You can see somebody getting just like destroyed in the bottom right there. Oh, all right. Easy enough. Probably not too far. Also, I'm evil. Any girl fan of mine is gonna be crazy. Be careful, man. Like, what was it? There was that like one like terrorist or something who was handsome. And so there was like a bunch of ladies who was like, "No, not the death penalty for the terrorist." No, it was yeah, that's right. It was a guy who had like stabbed 2 women to death, but he was like hot, and there was like a bunch of ladies who signed a petition uh saying that he should be released, or like he shouldn't get the death penalty or something. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. My aim was so bad. Oh gosh. All right, all right. Okay. Where's that side quest? There's a blast shard up there. Try and grab that a minute. As I'm hanging off the wall. It's amazing how flexible Cole is to be able to contort his body while he's hanging off of like a building from a pipe. Be able to like snipe a guy from the other side of the street. Oh, I missed. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I understand women, but I feel like even those other women would say that those women were crazy for signing that petition. All right. I think better of women than thinking that they're all like that. I know. Okay. What do we got? Spy games. Oh, no, not another tailing mission. Okay, well, let's see how this one goes then. I don't remember this one as well. That first one is such a pain. See which way this guy's gonna go. Gonna go that way. Okay. Follow him on the rooftops a minute. Where is he? He's down there. Okay. I see him. Where are you going this time, buddy? You going that way? Okay. A couple friends there. Where is he? I don't know. It is interesting to hear because like it feels like there's a lot of guys who really don't like shoot women anymore, and I think it's just because like with like dating stuff, like so many people have moved over to um online dating, and online dating is such a cesspit of like first impressions. Like there's a lot of guys who are like 5 or 4 out of 10s or whatever who you know um got a date or like got a girlfriend or got a significant other by having other qualities that are not visible at a first glance, like being funny or you know uh having a nice job or you know having a personality that they gel with or whatever, right? But like all that kind of gets like lost to the wayside when you're doing like online dating for both sides. Just like what does the person kind of look like and what did they put in their bio, which how who knows how that accurate that is or how old the pictures are. uh I don't know. I don't know. I just think that like online dating is kind of a cesspit of like people's like first impressions, where you can't like have a nuanced opinion of someone because you're never going to get a chance to like have a full conversation with them. I've never personally used like online dating, but from everything I hear, it's not very fun. There you go. Now that he's dropped the package, we can just kill him. Oh no, that civilian got caught up in the explosion. Oh well. Shouldn't have been standing there, buddy. Mine. I think that's another bit of the energy bar upgraded, right? Yeah. That shard plus those 5 from the side quest was just enough. Looks like we're right next to the next story mission, but we're also right next to another, oh, what do we got? Fake news. Big news. Honestly, it just reminds me so much of like the last few years of like TV and like media coverage, especially when they're talking about like pandemic stuff and like quarantine and lockdowns and all that kind of stuff. It's just so like reminiscent of what happened in 2020 in a lot of ways. It's uncanny. Like I can't imagine if I had played this game in like 2020 or 2021, it would be like holy cow. Can't believe inFamous 1 predicted the COVID outbreak. But it's more just like the way that the news is kind of like covering it and in game and everything. And the fact that it's like also like pandemic and other stuff like that. Over there. Get over there in time. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah. I will say I do like actually I think I like the setting of Infamous 2 a bit better. It's got a bit more variety. The setting of this game is pretty okay, but it's like urban city kind of environment. It reminds me a lot of like a lot of other similar games with a similar environment. But the next game has like a kind of a swampy. It's still a city, but it's like a city like in next to a swamp and stuff. So there's like more variety in like locales and everything. Okay, where did that put us? Right next to another side quest. Should we do the side quest or just on? Yeah, let's do that. How are we doing on time? Oh, okay. Never mind. Let me go and do that main quest. I'd like to get today the island done today. Then we'll do more side quests if I have time. Because I think we got this maybe one more mission? Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. But we'll see, I guess. Oop. Okay. Yeah, the parkour system's pretty good. It's not quite as fluid as like the Assassin's Creed games, but considering that like it's basically just a rock. Is it Rockstar? No, it's not Rockstar. Um, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch. Their logo is a star. That's what I was thinking of. Uh, that. But anyway, it's but considering they just took like what they learned from like making the Sly Cooper games and like translated that over, it works pretty well. Like, because it wasn't like a mandate to have a super good parkour system. It was just like we think we can make a super good parkour system because we know how to do it, and we think it would make traversal better. So, oh yeah, he does this even if you're doing the right thing with the water towers. Yeah, he says the same things about us whether we're being good or bad. So it's kind of annoying when he's, saying mean. Saying mean things about us, and he's lying. Mm, okay. Yeah. Let's get this next story mission done, and then I think we'll wrap it up for tonight. Too bad so much time was taken up by technical difficulties. Well, I guess there's no like deadline or anything. Just whenever it gets done, it gets done. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have to protect the medicinal supplies as they shoot at it with AKs. Okay. Where are they? Holy cow. Where'd they all come from? What the heck? Light damage. Huh? Oh, right. I shouldn't use grenades near the right medicinal supplies. Oh, shotguns. Gotta keep an eye out for those guys. I wonder if you can like stick a grenade on something and then like throw it with the throw ability or whatever. Oh gosh. Why are they trying to destroy the supplies anyway instead of just grabbing them? Whatever. They're evil. But so am I, so. Oh, minigun. Okay. Where is he? Oh, there he is. See if I can snipe him. Got him. Out of power, though. Gotta get some more juice. Here come more. Multiple directions this time. More minigun guys, too. Snipe the minigun guy. Busy. No, because I'm not being the good guy. That is something you can do as the good guy powers, but you don't do it as really with the evil powers. You get a different upgrade for uh the blast back thing. Yeah. The like force push kind of thing gets an upgrade, I think with the good guy powers that like makes them stay in the air for a little bit, and then you can like shoot them multiple times. Kind of nice. Can we blow the truck up? Ah, shoot. I missed. That's not good. There we go. Oh, there's another one, isn't there? Okay, got him. 3. Oop. Minigun guy. Nope. Another truck. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that sniping power is really useful. You're welcome, by the way. Okay. My karma is unchanged. Got a good amount of XP from that, though. That's kind of fun. We can upgrade our blast. Yeah, let's do that. Especially now that RPG guys are going to be more of an issue. If we do one more evil side mission, we can get a new power. Yeah, let's do that a minute. Why not? We got time for that, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, gotta wait for this to finish. Yes, let me just let myself top off. Yeah. Sounds like the next mission is the final mission. That's fine. We can finish it out next Tuesday. I can mess around with some of the side stuff until then. Let's go do that evil side mission and unlock the new power, and then we'll call it a day. I know I said I'd call it a day after the main story mission, but I'm a liar. I'm a dirty, dirty liar. Oh, Okay. Interesting. They're dropping mines in the harbor, and they've got 2 more boats blocking entry and exit. Really don't want anybody getting in and out. Chicken spoon. Okay. Oh, hello. We're at the new push. Another blast shard. You're not me? Oh, you are. Got him. Find a spot to recharge a minute. Okay. SWAT team. Ooh. I never fought a SWAT team before in this game. Wonder if they're any stronger than the normal top enemies. Top enemies just have like pistols on them. Granted, they're not enemies if you're being a good guy, so they're not super strong, but enough to, you know, help tilt the odds in your favor. If oh wow, I found the SWAT's. Okay, jeez. Oh, I did it! I did it! Yay! Yay! I'm evil. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like I got caught up in my own blast there. All right. So powers, arc lightning. Nice. Use arc lightning. Hold left 1, then hold right 2. Requires energy. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's basically Sith lightning. Okay. Come here. I need her top off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's good for now. We'll have fun with that later. Let me go and save real quick. Oh, do new save data or just save over this? That's just save over that one. That's fine. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got it working again. I'm glad I don't have to replace the capture card or anything. Ooh boy. Anyway, I'll see you on Saturday then. For Metaphor Refantasio. Keep working on New Game Plus there. Where were we with that? I think we just got through. Yeah, we have to go infiltrate and beat up some people on Luisa's ship. That's where we were. Yeah, we were on the like 3rd town. Yeah. So we're getting there. See how far we get this weekend. I will hopefully see you then. If not, maybe I'll see you on Tuesday for more inFamous. Get through the first island. Might do a few side quests off stream just so we can get through them, keep moving. But yeah, grab some more like collectibles or whatever. But yeah, hopefully I will see you later. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out, Union, Garrett, Nash, Azura, that very person, Double AA. Hope you guys all have a good one. I will hopefully see you later. Thanks everybody lurking or watching back in the VOD. Appreciate it. And in case I don't see you, hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. See you guys.